Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Clock at 6. And the jumper is on the mark.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Pass to Hayes. Inside. Intercepted. Here's De Silva. Driving to the basket. And that one is hammered home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Out to the wing. Outside Napier. From the baseline. It's Hayes with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Ward. To the left side wing. Hayes with a screen. Misses the three.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
From outside the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
4-3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Hayes with a screen. Takes the three. Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Napier tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Off target from outside. In transition, here they come. Second chance shot. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Ward. No points yet. Got a hand on it. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer. Drops in the three. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Hayes with a screen from the arc. The shot by Ward, no good. Here's De Silva to the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Takes it inside, and the shot goes. 7 points in the game. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Hayes with a screen. He drops it from range. Napier with it. Pass to De Silva. Outside Napier. From deep. And that's not going to go. It's the first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up by 3. And quarter number 2 will... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Hamas has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Edwards.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Booker defending to the paint. Shot clock at 6. From the high post. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Good on the bucket.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's Hamas. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Banked it in off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Booker defending. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Down low. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
Away team foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
Line for 2.
Both free throws good from Booker. A tight game here in Utah. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. No good.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
When in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
To the paint. And stolen by Booker. Going all the way to the rack. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
A minute 15 left in the second period. Edwards looking for an opening. Good on the shot. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
There's a screen. And stolen by Edwards. Outside Booker. The three ball. And Edwards good for three. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
6 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now. And that concludes the first half. They're up 7. And will return shortly.
The visiting team, 26.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig it.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Okay, fellas, now a look at the sharpshooters. Glad you could join us. Ryan.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. He's guarded by Napier. There's the drive. Count that one. Here's the Silva. And it's flushed down. A nice chance.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Outside Napier. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Counted from distance.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Pass to Ward. Takes the three. Hits the trifecta. Ward's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Napier's gone 1 of 5 from the field. That three's off the mark. For 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. They set the pick. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. The three is up. And Ward pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
In transition. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
To the middle. The three. De Silva. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. De Silva's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Hayes with a screen. He buries it from 3. 12 points for him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the third quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Fires in the triple.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Hayes with a screen. Over to the left wing. From downtown. The shot no good. Now Napier. 43 seconds left in the third. Out to the right wing. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Awaiting ball. Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Guarded by Edwards. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocks it down from distance. From outside the arc, gets the 3 ball to go.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up by 6. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So it's the home team now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. To the inside, Booker. And that one goes, feeding him with a lead pass.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Connects from downtown.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Outside Edwards. Clock at 4. Booker for 3. The shot no good. Pass to Hamas. There's the triple. Offensive board. Here's the 3. That shot off. Hamas has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Wing shot on the way. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays. To
the wing, right side. Guarded by Edwards. Nails it from 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Hamas. They set the screen. Uses the glass on the layup.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Shot from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Substitution on the court.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's Edwards. And he gets the jumper to drop. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Sinks it from distance.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
55 seconds left in the game. And he drives in, and it's in. No good on the triple. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive to the left wing. From deep three-point land. He can't get it to go. Off target with the 3. And so the home crowd treated to a win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Good. Nice play there from Napier. The visitors with the ball. Launches it from deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Drives to the hoop.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Napier. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Balmore. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And stolen by Napier. Here he goes. Yes, that goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to De Silva. Now here's Napier. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
There's a good screen. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Shields buries it from 3-point range. 5 points in the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
From the wing. Takes a big night bounce and goes in. And there's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
No good with the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Brooks, and it's McCormick in at the 5. Over to the wing. Second chance shot, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Brooks with no one around. And the 3 off target. Brooks against Booker. To the inside. From outside the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Cozier, still without a basket. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Edwards. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Mirotic. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Giffey, covered by Mirotic. Booker outside. And a dunk by Booker.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And he's got his first chance at the line here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Drops in the breakaway layup. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Mirotic. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's the 3. Can't hit that one. And even 3-on-3 break. Brooks for 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Edwards against Brooks. There's the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Into the lane. The shot missing. Good D by Booker. 1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Banked in off the glass. He's got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Quizair. Drills it from outside.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
.40 seconds left to play here in the half. From about 19 feet. A second chance effort. And that's good for 2.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Pass to Mirotic. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
They set the pick. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Substitution on the court.
Shields. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. They lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the home team.
When contribution...
That is more than enough of us. Let's sit.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pass to Balmoro. Puts it up from 17. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Fires for 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Six to shoot. Misses the 3. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's De Silva. Hasn't made one yet. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the home team. Takes it inside.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to Napier. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. De Silva, no good. De Silva's gone 1 of 3 on the night. 3-pointer. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
From outside, off the mark. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Plays it up and banks it in. Da Silva's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Three-pointer. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Going inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From 13, misses off the left iron.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
1:33 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Lucic goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Shields. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 13 points in the game. Now Napier. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Lucic. There's the drive.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oh, that's blocked. Plenty of space. Connects. The jumper drops.
Number 1. Assistant.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. He gets it up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their...
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the 1. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the drive. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Da Silva with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Pass to Napier. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Lucic. The three-pointer, no good. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's De Silva. Lucic. Off target from outside. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for the away team.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:51 left in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shots the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
There's a screen. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Takes a 3. No good that time. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Right side, Edwards. There's the pick. No good on the triple. A 3 for Mirotic. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hayes. Hayes with a screen. 4 on the clock. Here's Balmaro. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Knocks down the long J.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
And Allie, thanks. Hayes inside. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. The 3 is up. And Ward pulls it down. Counted. He's got 5.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Fires the 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Inside. This one for 3. Buries it from 3.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Hayes, the pass to Ward. And a two-handed jam!
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. 4-3. Gets the 3 to fall. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Going inside. They set a pick. Launches a 3. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, he's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Driving inside. Oh, yes! And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And that one good. Give him 8 points now.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
There's a screen. The 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. The visitors with the ball. It's on target from the high post. Tries a 3 off the inbound. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Fires it. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Let's go with a 3. Out to the wing. And the layup is good off the glass.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Mirotic. They set the screen. And the 3 off target. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. From 7, that one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Second chance effort. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. No good that time.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Away team foul. Miritich. First personal foul. First team foul.
Takes a 3. No good there.
Shooting threes hasn't done them much good. They may want to revise their strategy.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Brooks defending. Drills it from deep. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Pass to Miritich. Here's the pick from behind the arc. He can't hit that time. Brooks defending. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Just 5 on the clock. On the take. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Hamas. Yet to see a basket. 1:49 left to play in the first half. From deep. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Goes back up. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Pass to Miritich. To halt the run. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Offline with a 3.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And there's a 3-second violation. On Sunday, then on Wednesday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. He's got 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
They set the pick. 3-pointer. And the 3-pointer goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Soft touch off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's hauled in by Hamas. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Taking a look at the visitors, season is young, but they're coming up. A great team that still has room for improvement.
And moving on, let's jump over to our current game. It's a tight one so far for the home team.
They've done a lot of things well.
That does it for half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. He's defended by Hayes. From the top of the key, hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now. Pass to Ward. It's tipped. And they're running. To the middle. Here's Balmaro. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
For the tie. It's deflected. They recover it.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
And there's a pick. The three-pointer off the mark. Down low. And it's all tied up.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the basket is good. He's got 7.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
He's defended by Hayes. Pulls up. And Ward pulls it down.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Yep, that one's good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Launches it. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Ward's got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Hayes with a screen. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And he gets the bucket.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
1:44 left in the third quarter. And he dumps it down.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. There's a screen. There's the 3. Drops in the 3. He's got 22.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
The shot by Ward, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
59 seconds left in the third. For the lead. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Fires for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
They set the pick. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Balmaro. 5 on the clock. And the layup falls. He's got 12.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot. They have to feel great going into the fourth.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Here's McCormick, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
To tie it up. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Mirotic. And this game is tied up now.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brooks outside. Right wing. Pass to Mirotic. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Hamas. Can they get it? And he goes in for the dunk.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Brooks. He takes it in. That one goes. Count it.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Pass to Hamas. To the left side wing. And there's the screen. On target from range. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He's off on the layup.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
On the take. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Can't hit from in close. Oh, Lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. To the right side. There's a screen. Another shot. Here he goes. And the layup is good.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
And stolen by Hayes. Brooks defending. Here's Ward. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. 1:14 left in the final quarter. Pass to Mirotic to end the run. That shot off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And that one's good. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Driving inside. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh. Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. Puts up a three. Sinks the tray. The home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They get it again. Tries again. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Edwards defending. Lets it go with the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle. Here's Ward. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pass to De Silva. Driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And good that time. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here he goes. and the layup is good. He's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
.144 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. Ward, the pass to Hayes. Here's Ward. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Ward's got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's De Silva, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
To the inside. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Shoots the 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Driving inside, and that one is hammered home. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pulls it up. They can't stop the run with that one.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make...
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They're up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Watsura. To the wing right side. Here's the screen. Here's Hamas. Connects from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Napier kicks to Booker. For 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Puts up a 3. Out to the right wing. There's the triple, and he's good on the 3 ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Now Napier, still scoreless. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Low. Napier covering. Low. And it's off from three-point range. Napier feeling it out a bit. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lobbed up there for Booker. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball?
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.158 left to play in the first half. Low. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Six to shoot. The putback misses the follow-up. Pass to Hummus.
Away team foul. Napier. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lucic. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So he gets them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Fades away. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Low. Edwards defending. 40 seconds left in the first half. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got his first points of the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Shoots it. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pass to De Silva. Free throw line jump shot, and that one drops. He has 7.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
And here's Hayes. Scoreless thus far. Lock at 6. Ward, good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Lucic. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Pass to Hayes. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. De Silva with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Edwards defending. He gets it in there. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. They set the pick. Driving the lane. Count it.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
He nails it. And we're tied up. Here's De Silva. 9 points in the game so far. Edwards drives in. And he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Down low, Ward, and he dunks it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Edwards looking it over. A three-pointer, no good. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Hayes. For the lead. The shot comes out.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They set the screen, and it's good for 2. 7 points in the game. 1:39 left to play in the third. For 3. No good on that one. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
From outside the arc, a three-pointer is right on target.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Hands it from downtown.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Drives to the hoop.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the steal. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Up 2. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Low. They get it back. Kicked away. Here's Booker into the lane, and the dunk by Booker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Shoots it up. He can't get it to go.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Watcher has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Giffey. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
Takes it in, and that one is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Low. Napier covering.
Napier. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Low. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
With the drive, and he comes up with the deuce.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. No good. Now here's Napier. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Hummus.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Launches it. No good. Shot missing. Driving to the basket. Count the basket.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. For the three. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Booker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land to the left side wing. Puts up a deep three. Miss with the rebound. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one that...
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Got it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he parries his first look. And here's Napier. Shot from the top of the key. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And they're on the run. Finished off the break.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
This one for 3. De Silva with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. He's guarded by Napier. There's the triple. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to De Silva. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Here's Balmaro. There's a screen. To the middle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Outside Napier. And he buries his first look.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
He's guarded by Napier. Going inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the first. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
0. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Balmaro. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And here comes the break. It's stolen away. Here's the break. Pulls up for 3. Hits the trifecta. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Now Napier. 1:02 left now in the first quarter. Yes, it's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
from three-point range.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
They set a pick. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul, second.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team.
So he gets them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
That one goes in. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. They set the pick. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Inside. To the inside. From the wing. And he buries his first look.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
From outside the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Now here's Brooks. No points so far. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the shot goes in.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
That free throw good from Booker.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. Brooks with it. Here's Mirotic. Pass to Brooks. Had the space there, but it's offline.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. He's
in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. 1:49 left to play in the second quarter. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
The three is up. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
1:05 left in the second. Out to the right wing. The 3 ball. The shot off that time. Out to the right wing. Pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the pick. Now Brooks. Here's Mirotic. It's good from the top of the key.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
It's picked off. And we finished off one half of play. Up 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
All right, guys, let's swing it. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. There's a screen. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And it's in there. 9 points in the game.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
Oh, got that one up quick.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
They set the pick. Oh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And here's Napier. Pass to De Silva. Back to Napier. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, he buries it from 3.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lays it up and banks it in. Napier's got 6 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Fires in the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Takes it inside. Got a hand on it. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the triple. He's got 15.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Blocked. Drills it from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Napier. Got a piece of it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And it's tied up with that one. And the visitors call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pure from three-point range. 26 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your home team. Shields. Taking 2.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Pass to De Silva. He shoots. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. De Silva's got his second bucket on the night. There's the three. He drops it from range.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Now here's Napier. 6 points for him. From deep three-point land. Drops in the three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's McCormick. And he drives in. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Edwards. Tipped.
Away team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooks against Edwards.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Brooks, the pass to McCormick. Now Brooks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The free throw dropped for Brooks. And Brooks drops them both.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line. Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Brooks against Edwards. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
The quick look, no good that time.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Launches the three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. Booker no good. Booker's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
It's Edwards on the wing. Brooks defending. They need this. Edwards can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
15 foul.
And he makes a first. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
And the visitors call time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. A minute 29 left in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. To stop the drought. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. And no good. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. So they get the victory here at home. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. A finish, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Shields. A three-pointer off the mark. From past the arc, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help?
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Fires the three. That one doesn't go. So the wing on the left. To the middle. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Takes the three. Cracks in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. From downtown. Good on the triple. He has 6.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's the screen. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
It's blocked. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And he drives in, and he jams it with authority.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Ward. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Up by 1. We've got more hoops. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
To the right side. Here's Herrera. That one's in. His first shot this game. Now Brooks. Here's Cozier. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
he can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Cozier. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Back to Brooks. Here's Cozier. Brooks, left side. The 19-foot shot. A 3 for Mirotic. That one doesn't drop. Pass to Wachera. Takes it inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Brooks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Here's Wachera. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. And that one is stuffed right through. Dives back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Cozier. Sinks the triple. 6 points for him.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Hamas. No good with the triple. Brooks outside. They set the pick. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Mirotic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Low. Trains the 3-pointer.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And Brooks, here we go. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
and I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for Euroleague.
1:15 left in the first half of the game. Here's Hamas. The tray. McCormick with the rebound. Mirotic the screen. Pass to McCormick. Takes a three. That one's not going to go. Brooks covering. Low. And he converts the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Ward. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ward's got 7 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Balmaro. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is
Playing for one another. The phrase gets overused, but tonight it's right.
That is more than enough.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Five on the clock. Shields knocks down the 3 ball. 14 points for him.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Right wing. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
There's the pick. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That one, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
Here's Hayes. And the layup's good off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
They recover it. For the lead, it doesn't go for him.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Pass to Balmora.
Away team foul. Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul.
Four on the clock. Denial.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Number 2, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. It's good.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
2 minutes.
Shields. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Ward. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Into the lane. Misses from short range. Here's the screen. Out to the right wing. Shields. Good on the three-point shot. 20 points for him.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Pass to Ward. The 3. Offensive rebound. Shoots the 3. And that one is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
3 points.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Shields. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Brooks, and it's McCormick in at the 5, roaming the paint. That 3 off the mark. Outside Mirotic. Taking the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Friday, then on Sunday. And that one falls for Mirotic. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
A 3 ball. A shot by Watera, no good. Watera is gone 1 of 3 on the night. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Over to the left wing. McCormick passes to Quizair. Here's McCormick. Fires for three. He can't get that one. Here's Watsura. Brooks covering. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Plays it up off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Out to the wing. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Low. Brooks covering. Low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls for.
Low. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The three. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 25.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
They set the screen. Here's Watsura. Just 5 on the clock. Low. Pass to Watsura. Jacks up a three. And here we go. Here's Quizair. Plays it in off the breakaway. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Low. His three-pointers off the mark. Shields connects from three-point range.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Miricic's the screen. Shields. Off target with his three. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Here's Quizair. Off target from outside.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Six on the shot clock. Fires from way out. Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage.